Well, first of all, welcome everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. We'll explore how Google Workspace, Gemini, and NotebookLM can help you extract insight faster and work smarter with your own content. We'll walk you through how NotebookLM help unlock AI power insight across Workspace. Think of this as your guide, bringing Gemini intelligence into your daily workflows. Quick introduction. I'm Pranchalik, and my associate who is assisting me is Nikun Takar. At Shivaami Cloud, our goal is to help organizations like yours navigate the complexity of adopting cutting-edge technologies like AI, ensuring that your data remains secure, compliant, and under your control throughout your digital transformation journey. Let's start by framing this the big picture first. Why this matter today? Teams are drowning in information, reports, documents, meeting notes, and trying to make sense of all that data eats up time and energy. Now, with the what is Google Notebook LM brings AI powered summaries and insight right inside the workspace. That means instead of reading every page, you can ask question or get concise takeaway in seconds. And finally, the how will show you how to turn that information overload into simple, digestible insight using Notebook LM, all without needing any technical setup. We've been all there, sitting on piles of reports, presentation, and meeting notes, trying to pull out what's actually important. It takes hours, sometimes days, to find those key insight. The slide highlights, the challenge extracting insight from dense information, drains time, energy of an entire team focus. That's exactly where tools like Notebook LM can help by doing heavy lifting for you, so your team can spend less time summarizing and more time acting on what matters. Every day, we're surrounded by overwhelming amount of data, emails, documents, slides, reports, and messages. The challenge isn't just access to information anymore. It's finding the meaning within it. Team often spend hours just trying to summarize different sources, make sense of complex data, or share useful takeaway with others. That's where tools like Notebook LM comes in. They help in transform all that scattered information into clear, actionable insights you can share instantly with your team. When you think of like the hours spent gathering, summarizing, and organizing information, it adds up quickly, not just in time, but in costs. AI power research tools like Notebook LM take care of that heavy lifting. They can scan through documents, pull out key points, and present insight in seconds. That means your teams can focus on decision and creativity instead of manual work, saving both time and resources while improving overall productivity. Here's where it all comes together. This is Notebook LM, your AI power research and writing tool. This is think of it as just like a personal assistant that helps you quickly find key points, summarize long materials, and uncover insights, all based on the content of your organization already trust and uses every day. Because it's powered by Gemini, Notebook LM understand the context, connect ideas, and stay grounded within your own knowledge base. So every answer is relevant, accurate, and secure. Notebook LM is now part of a Google Workspace, which means it's seamlessly integrated into the tools you already use every day, Gmail, Drive, Docs, Sheets, and more. You can think of it as your personalized AI learning companion inside the workspace. It's designed to help you and your team to capture knowledge, summarize materials, and turn everyday content into actionable insight, all within your secure workspace environment. So instead of like jumping between apps or searching endlessly for information, everything you need to understand, learn, and create stays with right here on connected ecosystem. This is where Notebook LMs really shine. Imagine having like an AI that can instantly summarize long reports, pull inside PDF, or even like complex slides within the Google Workspace. You simply upload your sources, maybe a few docs, some slides, or even YouTube transcript. And Notebook LM generates accurate and easy to understand summaries in seconds. It's designed for everyone, Whether you're in sales, education, or operation, you can make sense of information quickly and focus on what really matters: decisions, strategy, and creativity. Let's take a look how it works. Using Notebook LMS is as simple as using your materials, documents, slides, PDF, even YouTube links or audio files. Once they're in, you can start chatting with your content to ask questions, summarize section, or extract key ideas. There's also built-in templates like study guide or briefing documents that it's make it easy to get started. And if you prefer listening, you can create audio overviews to review insights on the go. The best part is that Notebook LM keeps everything grounded in your uploaded sources, so every answer links back to the original content for full transparency. One of the biggest advantages of Notebook LM is how quickly it helps you get up to speed on complex topics. You can upload multiple files, say presentation, white paper, and report, and Notebook LM will instantly connect to the dots for you. It highlights key takeaways, summarize dense section, and even surface insight you might have missed. You can also pin important notes or facts as you go. So when you revisit your notebook later, all your insights are neatly organized and easy to find. The main value for Notebook LM, however, is being your research note-taking assistant. When you upload your sources on the web or on a website or your computer are features that you already have access to your Google Drive today. No need to uploading something that you can just simply pull into side panel or into like a Gemini app. Chatting with an AI assistant is a lot clearer when you have your entire drive at your fingertips to add additional context without needing to upload file and rerun the prompt. That blank canvas option in hypercharge in the Google Workspace when it means a dynamic ability to immediately adjust an entire document or use previously created content to create something new and ask additional question about it. The feature takes collaboration to the next level. With Notebook LM, you can build a shared notebook around a project or topic, maybe on for onboarding, product updates, or client account. Everyone can upload or remove resources, making it a living knowledge base for your team builds together. It's simple but powerful way to keep everyone aligned. No more digging through your folders or old chats. Everything your team needs to learn or reference is right here on one shared spot. So this slides to give you like a quick overview what Notebook LM can be applied across your different function. In sales, you can turn product sales sheet and market research into instant account briefs. For training onboarding, you can transform manuals and videos into summaries and study guide. For marketing teams, can analyze campaign data or customer feedback to generate content or new content ideas, generate new content ideas. Educators can use it for teaching and learning, creating summaries, quizzes, or discussion guides from lesson materials, and customer support can surface the right answer from FAQ and help docs faster. And product teams can consolidate specs and feedback into actionable insight. So no matter what your role is, Notebook LM adapts it to your workflow, helping you and your team save time, stay organized, and cover insight faster. Notebook LM isn't just powerful, it's a design with trust, accuracy, and inclusivity at its core. First, it keeps your data private and secure. Your content stays within your organization workspace. It's never used to train Google models, and queries aren't logged into workspace account. Second, every answer is grounded in the information that you upload with the inline citation, so you can verify exactly where insights come from. That transparency helps you build confidence in what the AI delivers. And the third, finally, a Notebook LM is multimodal and multi-language. It understands and summarizes across text, charts, image, and even audio in many languages, in making it flexible assistant for global cross-functional team. Now we've seen what Notebook LM can do. Let's take a look at how to actually use it to extract insight. In this section, Nikun will walk through the quick demo so you can see how it works in real time, how NotebookLM turns dense information into something simple, actionable, and easy to share. Go ahead, Nick.
Thank you, Fawn, for the informative presentation. So let's jump on to the practical demonstration. So this is our NotebookLM tool. Here we can see the option to create a new notebook. There are a couple of notebooks that I have created previously. Even those can be seen over here. So let's start with creating a new notebook from scratch. Let me close this pop-up. So this is how the interface of NotebookLM for each notebook would look like. On the left panel, we can see sources. So here, all of the uploaded sources can be seen at one place. On the center page, we have heart of the NotebookLM, where you will be conversing with notebook. And on the right-hand side, we will be seeing the studio. So let's jump on to the sources, how we would be adding those sources. So when we click on add, we have option to upload those files from your system, from your laptop, from your computer. So we can click on choose file, and we have the standard pop-up that we can see. You can select on all of the files that you want to add. We have options for PDFs, TXT files, markdowns, audio files, everything can be uploaded. Secondly, when Fern said Notebook LM is well integrated with Workspace, we can see we have options to upload those files from Google Drive as well. So here you can see we have options for My Drive, Share with Me. Let me select My Drive, and I've created one folder for this demo. So let me add the slide in the document for the source. Let me do that again for a PDF and insert it. Perfect. Now, apart from these files that are present in the Google Drive as well as your system, you have options to append links to Notebook. So here you can append link to the URL that you want to add, and NotebookLM will be extracting those details from that website. Similarly, you have option to provide the link of the YouTube video that you want to add, and based on those transcripts of the YouTube video, it would be getting those information to you. And finally, the most simplest source would be pasting the text. So you can paste the text over here and click on insert, and you're good to go. Now, this is for the information that you know you have, but what about you want to get more information to train the notebook better? So we have the option of discover sources. So you can click on it. So now let's say I want to create a remote IT work management notebook. So it would be sharing me insights, how employees can be onboarded, how devices can be onboarded for an employee working remotely. So let's go for submit. And let's give it a couple of seconds for it to search through the web, get the relevant data. And here you can see the checklist. Now, let's say you think every sources that NotebookLM has fetched is relevant, so we can keep these checklists. But you think you want few of them, let's just click on few of them and then import. So this is how you create your notebook and from scratch. And let's jump on to one notebook that I created for the demo. So it was a similar notebook meant for hybrid and remote work IT management. And you can see I've uploaded vast source of uh, these files as working as a data source. So let me show you one more thing. So for the free version, we have source limit of 50, but with the plus version that is with Notebook LM Plus, that is obviously included in your Google Workspace queue, you will be getting 300 limit for data source. So let's jump on to let's jump onto the conversation with NotebookLM. So here we are. On the top, it would be automatically generating a description, what kind of notebook it is, what kind of insights it would be providing. So this is something helpful for your employees when you share it with them. So now let's jump on to a prompt. Let's say I want to know how does onboarding checklist looks like for remote employee. Sorry about typo, and let's go for it. So no matter if that information is present in one file or multiple data sources, it would be extracting those and give it a concise reply to you. So here you can see the response. Along with the response, I can see the annotation. So when I hover on it, it shows me uh, the details from where it has fetched. So I can just click on the source. So I can see that this information was present in remote onboarding playbook.pdf. Along with it, I can see the summary of that file. And also in the highlighted section, it would be the information that the notebook has extracted. Now, this is a default response that NotebookLM has given to me. But what if I want to customize it? So here we have that option to configure that as well. Let me click on it. Hold on a second. Let me refresh this page. This is something that I don't see often. There was some URL error. Okay, now we're good. So here we can see that we have option for default, learning guide, and custom. So what happens with learning guide is it would be explaining you those complex topics in a more shorter way. The responses would be articulated in a shorter responses, and it would be asking you questions based on them. So this is how it won't be overwhelming for a user to learn something new and which is complex. Other than that, you can customize the type of response. You can give the instructions that you have to respond like a PhD student or like a manager or a training manager. And you can customize the response, the conversation style, the notebook element would be followed. Along with it, we have option to change the response length as well. So you can click on the default, longer or short. So this was about the chat that you would be having with Notebook. But what more NotebookLM brings to you is Studio. So with Studio, you can see we have multiple options. We'll be running through them. So first one is audio overview. So with audio overview, it would be generating audios based on a podcast where two hosts are conversing. This is something, this audio can be used. It would be really handy if, let's say, if you want to provide some information to employees where they are just listening to audio while they are commuting to work. So in that way, it does not waste time. So let me copy a prompt. With audio overview, what you can do is you can customize what kind of audio you want it to create. So we have format option, we have option of deep dive, brief, critic, and debate. And again, the length, default, shorter and longer. So here you can paste it, what kind of instructions you want to provide. And if you just click on those audio overviews, it would be generating a mix of data. It would be extracting everything from those files and creating a generic audio overview. So it takes time. That's the reason I created this audio overview before. And let me share my just single tap so that you guys can listen to it. Give me a second. Can you guys please confirm if you guys can see the screen and the audio is audible?
Welcome back to the deep dive. You know, if you've ever felt that managing security for a distributed team isn't really about a central office anymore, but more like juggling 1,000 tiny scattered fortresses.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Then you get what IT teams are grappling with today.
This was about audio overview. We have something similar with video overview. So let me play one video overview that I created.
All right, let's talk about cybersecurity. but forget about a dry list of rules. Today, we're going to walk through your entire journey here and see how your role isn't just a small part of the security perimeter we're all a part of. Then, we'll cover the way we all work.
So you saw it is summarizing all of the information that the Notebook LM had into one concise video. With the video, you'll be having option to customize it as well. So you can change the format. If you want to deep dive into each topic, you can go for explainer or you can go for brief. You have option to select the language of the video and the visual style for the video. And now let's say if you want to create a video for, let's say, higher executive, someone who is really busy whole day and won't be having time to get through running through different diverse documents. You can just create a video for them and just provide it in a very concise and handy way. And let's jump on to mind map. So with mind map, it would be showing the ideas, the complex ideas into a graph. So it would be showing you in a graph in a much simpler way where you can see the subtopics in it. Click on it. Let me maximize this. Yeah, okay, now it's good. So here you can see the mind map. You have option to download these data as well. So you can download this mind map in PNG and you can share it with your employees. Similarly, you can do it for audio overview as well as the video overview. So on the right hand side, you can see to download it and it will be get downloaded in MP4 MP format. Now let's talk about reports. So with Notebook LM, you get a report articulating feature, and you can see there is default format and one is suggested format. So based on the content that you provide, it would be coming up with this suggested formats. You can see there is option for briefing document, study guide, blog post, onboarding manual, everything gets created. You are just far away with one click. You can click on it and you can see them getting created. Now we have option to create flashcards and quiz as well. So let's click on flashcards and it would be creating those flashcards. And similarly for the quiz, if you click quiz, it would be creating quiz for you. Now let's customize this. So you have option what kind of number of cards you want, fewer, more, and level of difficulty. And similarly, you can give the instruction on what topics this flashcards and quiz to focus on while creating these content. So let me open up a flashcard. So here you can see the question written on it. And here's the answer. Let me go next. Question, fill in the blanks, and the answer. Now let's say I don't know what is the reason behind this answer. So I can just click on explain, and it would be explaining me in the response in the notebook. So again, what you can do is if you want to save these responses, you can click on save to note. So what this option does is it would be creating a small note. So it would be handy in such a way where you don't have to again prompt the Notebook LM for the same question again and again. You can just have this note handy. So one more option that Notebook LM provides with notes is that you can convert it to source. So what would happen is this response that Notebook LM provided, you can use it to train itself again. So it would be on the left hand side and you just opt for convert to source. And finally, we have quiz. So I've created a quiz. It's right over here. So it would be creating multiple choice question-based questions. And here we can see, let me click on the one. Okay, I wasn't correct. Let me explain why I opted for a wrong one. So it would be explaining me. And it does not only answers the correct one, but it also gives me the reason why it wasn't correct. So here we are done with the features of Studio. Now let's say Notebook LM is part of Google Workspace ecosystem, right? So definitely it would be providing collaborative features. So what you can do is you can share these notebooks with your team, department. So you can just enter the email ID of a particular person or a group, and everyone under those group would get access to Notebook LM. Now you have option to give them access of an editor or a viewer. So editor would be able to change the data sources of the notebook and create the studios. Now, if you want to give not full access to the full notebook, you can go for chat only. So here in the preview, you can see the section, how it might look for a person who has access for chat only. So as you can see, you can't see the data sources as well as the studio. And once you have shared the notebook with your employees, you have the feature to see how well they are adopting to those notebooks. So here you can see users per day and queries per day. So you can see the data of how well your employees are adopting, how well they are using those notebooks for the past 7 days. So that was it in terms of practical demonstration. So let's jump on to a quiz.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for participating. I think the next call item will be uh, exclusive offer to receive like a private Gemini workshop tailored to your team for free, which we normally charge like $3,000. We will have like one-on-one expert led session designed to maximize your license value. Um, we only have like a limited option here for 10 companies. So who is taking this the perks will be taken into to consideration, and then you will receive a follow-up email. And please join us for our next meeting on uh, October 29th for Google Video, and then we'll talk about like more on how we can maximize your AI use of Google Workspace. And then if you have any question right now, please let us know.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us, and we'll see you after 2 weeks. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.